Hi folks, thanks for tuning in. There's a lot going on in the market at the moment, but first I wanted to head over to Victoria, where late last week there was changes made to how agents show properties. Now, this has been overturned, but what it meant was that agents weren't allowed to show homes that were occupied by either a tenant or an owner, regardless if they were physically in the property at the time of the inspection or not. As you can expect, there were some concerning agents and owners, and luckily this was reversed early this week, and the impact of that could have been very damaging. It still stands that agents can show properties as long as they're abiding by the guidelines, and an owner or a tenant can leave the home during the inspection as long as they're going out for food and supplies, medical care or caregiving, exercise, and work or education. I wanted to highlight this as it seems that if we don't flatten the curve, this could be the next move for New South Wales. So for anyone that's currently on the market at the moment and is considering adjusting their asking price to meet the market, or whether they should accept an offer currently on the table, now would be the time to do it. The final figures have come in for the quarter, and nationally we've had a rise in property prices, which sat at 2.8%, with January and February holding that number up. Now, since COVID-19, which hit March numbers the hardest, on ground level, after talking to agents across Sydney, there's a common theme that prices have adjusted between 5 to 10% downwards. What has also changed is how we're exchanging properties. Pre-COVID, we were selling via auction, which meant an unconditional sale. This method is being used a lot less now, which is being driven by the recent changes and also the banks. Buyers are being advised to obtain cooling off periods to allow the banks time to conduct valuations and finalise paperwork. They've made comments about being inundated with calls of financial hardship, refinancing and new loan applications, which is forcing longer than usual wait times. And because of that, majority of our sales are going under contract with a cooling off period of up to 15 days. Due to the longer cooling off periods, the average time it takes to sell a home has also ballooned. In our core market in February, it was sitting at just 19 days. Now this has extended to 38 days. On the rental side of things, we now have some clarity around the tenant and landlord responsibilities. Tenants are still obliged to pay rent, but if they are suffering financial hardship and they can demonstrate they have lost at least 25% of their net income after tax and after benefits, such as the government stimulus packages, they are able to approach their landlord for a rent reduction. If all parties are unable to reach an agreement, the tenant should approach fair trading. If the tenant is still unsatisfied with the outcome, they can approach NCAT, which is the Tenancy Tribunal. Despite all the challenges, there are still good things happening in the market. Properties are still selling, and some of which above market price, as the buyers that are out there looking to buy are keen to get into the market. As always, we're here to help. Please reach out if there's anything we can do. Stay safe, healthy, and stay home. Have a great week.